Hi, I'm Leo and this is Pulse Geelong. Coming up on tonight's show, Jane takes a spooktacular tour of the old Geelong jail and musician Patrick James comes and joins us in the studio. But first, the Victorian Regional Channels Authority not only manages the commercial navigation in the Port of Geelong, but they also help to deliver an important safety message to the community. Here's Craig with more.
Hi, it's Craig McCarthy for Pulse Geelong, and the Victorian Regional Channels Authority educate local school groups about what's going on out in the bay, and today we're going to go have a look. I'm here with Captain Peter McGovern, who is the CEO of the Regional Channels Authority. Thanks for coming on the show, Peter.
You're very welcome. Thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome. And I've noticed there's lots of things going on at the moment out in Corio Bay.
Geelong is the second biggest port in Victoria. It's the biggest bulk port in Victoria. Part of what we have to do is to make sure that the access to the port is safe and it's available 24 hours a day, 365 days a year as far as possible. It's a good deal longer than many channels. It's about 23 nautical miles from start to finish. Most channels are not, and it's also quite narrow. It's 120 metres wide, and that 120 begins to be a problem when you get ships that are exceeding 40, 45, 50 metres wide. But as ships get bigger, then not only do the depths need consideration, but also the radius of the bends and the width of the channels. The ships get longer, so the longer ships are quite difficult to wind around some of the bends from time to time. Just again as an example, the big crude carriers could be as long as 260 metres long. That's a good deal longer than those light towers in the football stadium are high. Part of what we'll see today as we go around is we have a dredger working to widen the radius of City Bend. That's the final bend. It's a right-angled bend. The ships have come in from the sea through Port Phillip Heads. So what the dredger is doing is it's scraping a bit off the bend so that the turn is kinder for the longer ships. In addition to that, there's a new woodchip berth at Corio Quay, and the depth of water alongside the new woodchip berth was less than the depth in the channel. Fortuitously, as I said, the dredge just happens to be here to work on Webb Dock. The work is almost finished. There'll be about another 4 weeks or so of work.
Can you tell me why the message of keep clear of big ships is so important?
Yes, one of the legislated duties that we have is to make sure that the channels are safe for everybody. You can see that there's a potential clash between the very small craft and the very big craft. If you're out there in a small craft, please make sure that you're aware of what's going on. If you're in the channel and you've got your back to an approaching ship, they don't make much noise, and if the wind's blowing the sound away from you, you may not be able to hear the sound of that ship approaching. On today's boat trip, there will be students from St. Joseph's, so they can get a feel for the size of the operations. Most of them get quite a shock. They hadn't thought the ships were quite that big. It sort of integrates the port a bit more with the community.
Okay, Peter, thanks for coming on Pulse Geelong.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
I'm here with Captain Dilip Abraham, who is the Harbour Master. And can you tell us a bit about your role?
My job is really to make sure that all ships that come into the Port of Geelong come in safely and go out safely. I've got to make sure that the channels are maintained. I'm an ex-seafarer myself, been at sea for many years.
Great, thanks for coming on Pulse Geelong.
You're welcome. I'm happy to do that for you.
Okay, I'm here with Joe and Jason. Now, boys, how did you enjoy the program and the journey today?
I enjoyed the journey pretty good. It was pretty fun. We learned about all sorts of things to do with boats and stuff. We learned that along Asia we've got a lot of trading.
Well, it was good to learn about the imports and exports of what Geelong really does and how big the Port of Geelong really is.
Okay, boys, and what's a message that we took away from today? 5 words?
Keep clear of big ships.
Great, thank you.
Hi, this is Jarrod for Pulse Television, here at Ferry Park in Anarchy. I'm suitably attired, I've got my King's cape on, so let's go have a look inside. So I'm here with Gary from Ferry Park in Anarchy. How did Ferry Park come about?
Jarrod, it started with my grandfather. He had the idea to build a ferry park out in Anarchy, and that's where it all started from.
So how long has it been in operation?
Opened in 1959, which is a long time ago. So it's been going over 50 years.
And so you're the main guy that runs it now?
Yeah, I'm the main man. Yes, the King Poo Bar. So yeah, we do our best to keep it looking good and keep it looking new and refreshed.
So you said it's been open for 50 odd years. How much actual physical labour has it taken to make this place?
Oh, look, it's taken 3 generations of our family to build this place. We do have a few helpers over the years. We've had a few helpers that have helped us along the way, with notable exception. We've had a bricklayer employed here for 20 years who did a great job and built a lot of the things that you see, but the vision's always been within the family.
So how many attractions do you have here?
Oh look, there's over 22 displays of different fairy tales. All your favourites are up here, your Rumpelstiltskins, your Pinocchios, your Cinderellas, so they're all up here, as well as Camelot Playground, which is an awesome adventure playground.
And so what can families expect when coming to Ferry Park here?
Oh well, it's a great day out for families, Jarrod, because you can bring a picnic, you can either buy your fish and chips here or whatever, but you can stay here for the whole day, let the kids have a lot of fun, bring some friends, have a family gathering, and it's not expensive. It's an awesome place just to come and enjoy the countryside and let the kids enjoy a few fairy tales and get away from the Xbox and the PlayStation for a while.
So I've got Justine here from Good Samaritan Primary School in Roxburgh Park. How are you today?
Good, thank you.
So what ages are the kids that you've got with us today?
We've got grade 1, so they're 6 or 7 years of age.
Okay, so what is your main aims today to teach the kids here at Ferry Park?
We've been looking at fairy tales and narratives in their English, their literacy. So it's a real life, hands-on oral language experience for these children, experiencing fairy tales.
So we've got Isabella here at Ferry Park. What's been your favourite part of today so far?
Going on the Ferry Park playground.
Playground, yeah. And what's your favourite fairy tale?
Cinderella.
Cinderella, is that because she's a princess?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Isabella.
It's okay.
So we're open every day during the school holidays, of course, rain, hail or shine. Kids under 3 are free. Come along and grab yourself a spot in the picnic grounds. You can book online or for a birthday group, but we're also very popular for school excursions as well. So if the local primary schools or anyone around wants to, just go onto our website, follow the links, and you'll find out all about it.
All right, well, cool. Thank you, Gary, for joining us today. This is Jarrod for Pulse Television.